Hello my lovelies. Okay, well, I'm having some issues with the camera and uploading them into YouTube and blah blah blah, so just bear with me while I get this all situated around here so I don't have to like go completely postal or whatever. I want to do a full routine. I did it yesterday, but I'm going to have to redo it again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go step by step and break it down, stop, and then I'll piece it together once it's on YouTube. Hopefully you won't notice the difference. Anyway, so what we're going to start with now is I have a clean face. This is a full coverage. This will not be your everyday look. So the first thing I want to do is I want to do some color correction. The first thing you need to know is there is colors of concealers that you can get, and these LA Girl Pro Conceal, everything that we use today, by the way, I'm going to put in the comments down below, and I'll put a link as to where you can launch out to buy them, because I don't know about you, but I don't want to deal with it. But anyway, these LA Girl Pro Conceal color corrector concealers are absolutely phenomenal, and they come from China, free shipping, 99 cents, I think, maybe $2. And those people over there, man, they are not playing games. They absolutely love our business because they like put in tons and tons of free stuff. I mean, shoot, in one box, I think they put like the firstborn and just said, just raise him to your best of your ability. Just kidding, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so what we're going to do is, one thing that I have to worry about is I have many different color unevenness and issues. I have dark circles, puffiness, redness, if you have acne or that's red or whatever, is you have to figure out which color is the best way to balance out what you have naturally. On the color wheel, whatever the opposite is what will balance out that color that you have on your face. For instance, if you have red marks on your face or red unevenness, you want to use green because it's on the opposite of the color wheel. The same way goes with the dark circles, you want to use orange. So simply, these are very easy to use. You simply have to push it up, push the product up into the end. It's a brush, and very lightly. It doesn't take very much. These are highly, highly pigmented. They're cream, so it makes it very nice. All you do is brush it over the areas that you want to cover. Okay, that's all you do. So there's the green, boom, bada, bing, taking care of the red, and here is the orange, taking care of the dark. All you do at this point is you take a dampened beauty blender and you start with the green and you push it in to where you brushed it on. Push it in there. Push it into the little divots or the pore holes. You know what I mean? Fill that in. Push it in. And you're not going to hurt nothing. If you mess it up, wipe it off and start over. It's not a big deal, people. Okay? So I got the green in there, didn't take very long at all. Now I'm just going to do the orange. Just push it in. I mean, seriously, all I'm doing is just push and push. Push and pull motion. That's all I'm doing with this beauty blender. It feels actually kind of good. I mean, you don't have to hurt yourself. But you want to apply a little pressure with these concealers so that it'll get in there. Boom. You're going to look a little crazy. Well, yeah, you're going to look crazy. You just put orange and green on your face. Think about that. Got the concealer on, stopping, moving on to the next stage. Loving it. Alright, part 2. The next thing you got to do, we got the concealer on. We want to put primer in the areas that we do not have the concealer so that it actually fills in those pore holes and it makes your face look flawless once you put your foundation on. The best that I have found is Cover FX Skin Prep FX. It goes on wonderfully. It's more of a gel. All you do is put on your fingers and you rub it in the areas that you do not put the color correcting. It makes your face feel wonderful. That's all you do. Fill in the holes, especially put it in the areas where you have bigger pores, then, you know, so that it actually fills that in and the foundation goes over it and it makes your skin look flawless. Again, this is for the full routine, full coverage routine only. This is not for your everyday. Your husband's on his way home in about 20 minutes. You've been laying around watching Lifetime all day, jumped up, or your husband, wife, whatever the case may be, I don't care. But this is for full coverage, like your friends or your family, y'all want to go out and run around. You want to look good. Because I guarantee you, after today, after I put this on YouTube, and after I post this and y'all watch it, if I see you out, and you at least don't have something on your face, I'm going to bust you out, because there ain't no sense in it. This actually makes you feel good. There's no woman in the world, I don't care what you are, I don't care if you're a farmer or an executive, there's no woman in the world that doesn't feel better with makeup on their face or something on their face. And not only that, you need something, or you're going to end up looking like Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay? Stop it. Stopping it. Going to round 3. Hello, gorgeous. Okay, part 3. The next step, we got our color correcting concealers. We got our primer. Now we're going to do our foundation. This is for full coverage. Simply put it on with your finger. Just put the makeup on, and I'll link everything that I use down in the comment section so you can launch out and go over there and get you some if you want to. This is the higher end stuff. I'm going to do a video of more of the drugstore or Walmart. I have that too. I wear all types of makeup. I wear makeup from Dollar Tree, whatever, garage sale, you know. If it looks good, I'll zing it on there. Okay, just put it on with your finger. I have a dampened beauty blender. You can get them everywhere. I got it, actually, I use the Beauty Blender brand, but you don't have to use the Beauty Blender brand. You can actually get these anywhere. Just make sure that it's damp and put it under the water. Make sure that it gets damp and clean. Take a paper towel and just kind of wring it out, wrapped around the paper towel. Start it with there. All you do is push this. Take your beauty blender, dampened beauty blender, and push that foundation into your pores. Imagine just pushing it into the holes. That's all you're going to do, people. It's just that simple. It's not hard. Just push it in there. This is what takes so long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to turn it back on here in a sec so that, you know, I'll make sure that I got it all pushed in. Push into the holes. Pushing it into the holes, or just taking your dampened beauty blender and pushing it in. Gentle, but kind of stern. Getting it in there. If you're like me, I have divots on the top of my head. I'd like to fill those in. I'd like to have plastic surgery. I'd like to have a facelift, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. I don't like surgery, so I might buy those tape, get some duct tape, and pull my face back or something. Okay, so we got one layer of foundation, a high-end foundation, pretty much, and use the beauty blender to blend it in. Next step, what we're going to do is we're going to take our concealer. Again, it is more of a highlighter concealer. We're going to put it in the areas that is prominent on our face, or the areas that we want to highlight. The lighting actually makes some areas look darker, such as underneath the eye, the brow bone, between your nose, or between your eyes and down your nose, I mean. Cupid's bow, a little bit on your chin. Not much, but a little bit. Dampen beauty blender, push it in. That's all you have to do. Just put it in there. the better that it's blended, the better that the picture is going to look of you and your friends, or you and your family that you haven't seen. You're going to town with them, or maybe you're just wanting to look nice for the honey bunny of your day, or your of your day. That sounded nice. Sounds like coming from the broth of there, Lamar. You know what? Talking about them, I'm gonna just tell you something. You guys make fun of me while I'm pushing this in, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I like watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and I like Khloe, and I can see where she's coming from. You know what I mean? I feel for them. I mean, they don't come to the house for potato salad or anything like that, but you know, I can see where she's coming from, I guess. Do what you want. Maybe you want to look nice. This is like, look nice, full coverage. Want to cover up my holes and my divots on my face. This is what takes the longest. So that's why this would not be your everyday look. Today. Next thing what you want to do is you want to set your concealer or set your face in the areas that typically crease. Again, with your dampened beauty blender, this is what you're going to think is hilarious. You're going to think that I've gone off the rocker, which I probably have, but I take finishing powder. Again, I'll link everything at the bottom where you can get it. Dampen beauty blender, and I go in there and I seriously put it on almost like a clown, and I let it bake. What I mean by let it bake is I let it on there for about 5 or 10 minutes, and I typically go ahead and use that time and do my hair, blow dry it or curl it or whatever, because this is the time where I let it settle into my skin and let it, what they call baking. That way you don't have to worry about any creasing or anything like that. It actually works good for, like, it, you know what I mean, if you want to make it dramatic, highlighting or contouring or whatever. But this is one way to make sure that you don't have creases. Look how crazy I look right now. I promise you. Look at that. Crazy. Be back. Next, what we want to do, we've let it bake, our finishing powder bake for like 5-10 minutes. Take a big brush and we simply just lightly brush off the excess. The rest of it will stay in that area. It's done, soaked in, so that you won't have any creasing throughout the day and your makeup will stay on. Plus, it'll give you a little bit of a highlighted effect. So what we've done is we've let our finishing powder bake for 5 or 10 minutes. We are taking a big brush and we're very delicately brushing off the excess. The other will stay on. It has soaked into our skin and it will set our makeup to where it'll be on there for the rest of the day and have no creases. Next step, this is for full routine. Don't forget, the next step is to contour. Take the hollows of the cheek. Do the fish. Look. It depends on what look you're going for. Like, the closer you get together, the closer you come toward your mouth, the more prominent your contour will be. So start from about the beginning, the middle part of your ear, right in front of it. You could use anything 2 shades darker than your regular foundation. You could use eyebrow powder, whatever you want to do. And all you do is just put it on where you want to shadow your face. So you've set it, your highlighter or your contour. Now you want to put this in the areas that you want to shadow. And then once you have it on there, I don't do, a lot of people do a lot on their nose. I don't do too much contouring on my nose because I already have like the skinniest nose. Look at that. I have a friend, cousin, used to tell me I had a ski slope for a nose. So I don't go all the way to the end, but I do like to give a little bit of definition. Again, this is for full coverage. I don't typically, a lot of people put some on their forehead. I don't have really a big forehead, plus I wear bangs, so I don't worry too much about that. I do have hooded eyes, so I do put my contour powder, and I push it into the crease of my eye. I'm going to cover that with powder, with shadow, but it helps me create the illusion of having a crease when, in essence, I really don't. I have hooded eyes. When you get to our age, like I'm like really old or something, our elasticity of your face actually lessens and your skin starts sagging. Plus, I've had a surgery. I had a gastric sleeve and I've lost 160 pounds. Woohoo! But let me tell you something, folks. I'm going to tell you that wasn't easy. Just imagine this. All that fat and all that food that went in to cause that 160 pound excess had to come out somehow. Huh? Have the rest of the day with that visual. So, this is where I put the contour. Simply, at that point, take a big brush and blend it in. Just do like little round, while you're pushing in just a little bit, just blend it in there. The more blending you'll do, the better it'll look in pictures. And remember, this is for the full coverage. I'm going out with my girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever, and you want to take some pictures or whatever you want to do. So you want to make sure that your face looks good. I'm going to finish blending. Okay, so I'm finishing up blending the contour, and I like my Cupid's bow to show up a little bit more prominently, so I put just a little bit of the contour in between and then just blend it out a little bit, and then I want my lips to look fuller than what they are, so I just put one little line of the dark contour underneath the bottom lip, and it will show the appearance of having a fuller lip. Again, make sure you blend that out as much as you can. So now we've got our everything that we want. Our makeup looks wonderful. This is a blank, clean, nice palette. What you want to do before you start adding the colors of the day is to take a finishing mist and simply spray it on your face. I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, what the heck is she doing? It's liquid. Believe it or not, you know that the makeup people's got that on lockdown, and that actually sets your makeup even further to where you can move on and your makeup will last longer throughout the day. I'm going to get my colors out and I'll be right back. Let's get started on the fun stuff now.